I'm actually going live on YouTube, Dad. I thought we'd give it a go. I'd go for it. There's no one in here right now. That's fine. I just started it. Thought, why not? Especially on YouTube, right? So. Yep.
Hey, Joy.
No.
Okay. Stick it on. It's not this big.
I know.
It's a problem to get anybody there. Okay.
If you want to, sure. Hey, we got one viewer. How are we doing today? Yeah, we got 4 people on here starting to buzz. How's everybody doing? Thought I'd hop on here. I was briefly on the TikTok live, but I'm like, you know what? The YouTube people are where my family's at, so let's go for it. And tried it. I mean, what's up? How's everybody doing? Just cooking as well. I thought I'd fire it up so we can have a general combo. Hey, 7 people in here. How's everybody doing today? Even there's no... Come on, people, don't be shy. I want to talk to you guys. The people that are probably in here right now are my actual subscribers, which mean a lot to me. From Kitchener, Ontario. All right, on. Good stuff, man. Well, how you doing today? Who's that? Trace? Trace Velvets. What's happening? Because the people on here. Yeah, I'm just cooking away here, everyone. Just cooking away. Just thought I'd fire up. Say hello to everyone. Windsor, Ontario. Okay. Hey, 13 people on here. What's up? Can I cook up a tray for Marner? I might be in the midst of that right now, bud. Might be in the midst. I wish I could do something like that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right. We back. Magic, you say you're depressed, my guy? Don't be depressed. I mean, like I said during all my videos this year, I'm kind of okay with it. I wanted them to, I wanted them to convey the pick. Just because I don't want to have to think next year about the exact same situation. I'd really just, I don't want to do that. So, I was okay with it. I was totally okay with them losing the pick. Even though, yeah, it does suck, but I kind of wanted it. I kind of wanted that to happen. 27 people in the live. What's going on? Should the Jays fire Schneider? I think so. I mean, I don't think it's going to do anything, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it's going to do much. Just because the manager's a puppet. Like, it's really not his decisions to do any of this stuff, but it's the easiest move to make in sports. You get rid of the coach, keep the team around. It's the easiest move to make. For a brief moment, it appeases the fan base. Maybe you get the new coach bounce a little bit, like it did really when John Schneider joined the team. But, yeah, that's about it. So, 26 people in the live. Where's everybody from? That's what I want to get going here. I got a Windsor, I got a Kitchener. Wherever's everybody else from? If you don't want to comment, that's okay, but I'd like to get to know you guys a little bit better. I don't really get to interact with the followers a lot, so I'd like to see you guys on here. James Barna, what's going on? Do I think the Jays need a new hitting coach? Yeah. Like, I'm shocked after what we saw last season that Guillermo Martinez was still here after that. But yeah. Trace, no. Don Cherry, no. That guy is long gone from doing anything in professional sports, especially nowadays. So this is not going to happen. 43 people in the live. What's happening, everybody? Hopefully Manoa's back. Edwin Encarnacion, right on. He looked great today. You know, am I a little biased because I was able to talk to him on the Blue Jay Center page and all that stuff? Yeah. I got to say, probably. But his stuff today was nasty. Changeup was working great. Oh, shit. Too much. Oh, boy. Well, so having my talk and try and cook. Disaster. Oh, yeah. Way too much. All right. Well, I'm going to be here a minute then. Yeah, he looks great. By the way, everyone, I know I'm on a YouTube Live, and I know people don't, there's people get angry about TikTok and whatnot. But I would love for you guys to follow the TikTok page. 53 in here right now. How's everybody doing? This is great. But if you want to follow the TikTok page, just show the love. Just because I'm trying to grow that page, just because of how massive that platform is. I want to see what we as a family, because as I've said in all my as I've said in all of my, when I hit 10K and when I hit these goals and stuff like that, I've always said it's not about me. It's about giving you guys enjoyable content. And god damn, this got rice boiling quick, or the water is from Japan. No kidding, Japan. How you doing? How is it out there in Japan right now? And it's good morning in Japan. Okay, fair enough. Good stuff. What am I making, little Josh? I'm just making, the regular bullshit stuff that everyone, makes. Chicken, veggies, and rice for the meals for the week. So that's kind of what it is. Trey Tavares, they gotta ask it. They gotta ask Tavares and Marner to waive their no trade clauses. I mean, you gotta ask that, right? You have to put that out there. And if they say no, then the Leafs can play a little hardball with Mitch and say, okay, well, it's fine. Well, you're not getting 13-5 next year. So, yeah. So, okay then. Fine. What else we got here? Holy smokes. This is the problem with having a lot of people on here right now. Comments galore. I try and read them all, but I am kind of busy here as well, so bear with me. If I do miss one of your comments, I do apologize. Do I think 2021's Wafa? Yeah, I think so. As much as I love Vlad, I think so. Really. Hold on, now I'm missing stuff. I already answered little Joshy's one. Do I think one of the core four is getting traded, Steven? Simply, yes. I think they should be. Hey, we got a like on the live now. Cool stuff. I don't know how those work. I don't know how these lives even work anyways. If it's just to go live just to go live or what, but... Michael, I believe they can, but it can't be to a playoff team right now that's still in. I believe that's the rule. I think I heard it on Kipper and Bourne, but I could be completely wrong. I could be wrong about it, but I believe that's what I heard. Okay, so hold on a minute. Time out. I got to catch up here, everyone. Oh, did I just do something? I just deleted someone's message by accident. I don't know who. Was that Michael? Was that you? Oh, shit. I apologize. Watching from BC? Oh, that's awesome. Do you think Rogers would care about the results? Not really. They do to a certain extent, but they're not going to go above and beyond. Votto's not playing for the Jays this year, bud. I hate to tell you, but it's not going to happen. It was just a PR stunt, in my opinion. Ethan says, going through my first breakup's been rough lately, but man, Ethan, I appreciate that, man. You know what? I know how it feels myself. I'll be straight up and honest. It's a shit time. It's a shit time going through breakups. They really do suck. So, I get through it, my man. As much as you... Ooh, what the hell is that? That was in my rice. I don't know what the hell... Okay, that's nice. That's nice to know. Yeah, man. As much as there's moments where you think it won't get better, it will. It will get better. I promise you. There's been past relationships for myself that have gone sideways, and it hurts like a bitch. But in the end, you get through it, and just honestly, man, the way I put it to you is better yourself. What can you do to better yourself during the time of you trying to get through this? All right, little relationship talk there. Nobody's here. What's up, man? Cooking? Yeah. Am I on Earth? As far as I know. Trade Danny and Kieran Meyer for bullpen help. Well, then you'll have zero offense. You already do have zero offense, but less than you already have. That's good to go. All right, we here. Oh, nobody's here. Like the live. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you for liking the live stream. Yeah, I don't know what these. I will ask you guys this. For the 25 people on here right now. Actually, no, let me try and catch up to these first. Why would you trade Jansen? Yeah, agreed. You're Morocco. Damn, well, that's great. Oh, for the Motani. Yeah, right on. They get their signing bonus on July 1st, Michael. That's true. Steven, I think so. Keenan available? Probably. James Jordan's been best player. Yeah, thanks for the words, man. Absolutely, Ethan. Just hang in there, bud. We'll get through it. I've been to Rogers Center. Good. Oh, you have been. All right, on. Maybe the Jays hire Keefe. Oof. Yeah, that would be a tough one. But for the people on here right now, I do want to ask you. First off, how'd you find the page? Because I'm very curious about how that works. And how long have you been around the page? So I have an idea. So I have an idea of where my people are at and what they've, what they've done, and how they've shown up at the page. Just curious. That's all. And if you don't want to say it, then don't say it. Who should pick to win the cup? Ethan. Oh boy. Someone asked me that, like not Leafs related or anything, but or not like YouTube related or anything. But someone asked me that like outside, and they're like, who do I think is going to win the cup? And I'm like, it's a coin flip. Like really, it's an absolute coin flip. Leafs told Key. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, that's a long time, Ethan. Damn, that's a long-ass time. Good times, man, when losing wasn't a thing to that franchise, and now all they do is lose. So there's that. You're a Cleveland sports fan? Oh, right on, typical game. I appreciate you. August 2017, after going to a Jays game. Right on. After one bad Jays loss? Yeah, there's been a lot. 1 year. Okay, cool. How popular is baseball in Canada compared to skating and hockey? That's tough. Because for me, I've played baseball all my life. So for me, I see all the people playing, I see baseball fields all over the place, and I'm like, yeah, it's really popular. But if you had to compare it to hockey and how big it is, I don't think it really compares. Holy shit, what's going on here? I'm missing a lot of people here. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, go for it, man. Follow hockey as well. Why not? Cool. Good to read all this stuff. What's your favorite experience in regards to seeing a team play live? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a great question. I will answer that in a second. Yeah. Well, I appreciate all the Orioles fans following the page, man. That last year's series, or actually, I think all of the Orioles series were crazy. When you guys were just hammering the page, and I'm like, it's at my expense, but I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, no, that was pretty cool, and I thank Oriole fans a lot for joining the page, and it kind of built that last year. Like the end of the year, I had like tons of viewership, and the following was great, and even to start this year, it's been really well as well, and it's ever since the Orioles thing kind of blew up last year. So, in my opinion, blew up. Like obviously, YouTube and media blowing up is very different than my version of quote unquote blowing up, but. Yeah. You're an M's fan in 2022. Okay. Right on. Appreciate it. I actually started following basketball after Game 6 against Philly. Oof. Tommy, I'm ready for a sweep, buddy. I'm ready. We're getting our ass kicked. Okay. Right on. Who we trading after the deadline? Well, if you're talking, Michael, I assume you're talking Blue Jays. I think the first name that you see go off the board, if in fact they do decide to sell off, is Yusei Kikuchi. Guy's got the most value on the team. Obviously, a starting pitcher, final year of his deal, left-handed pitcher. It just makes sense that would be the case. Then you look at a guy like Jimmy Garcia, last year of his deal, having an incredible start to his season. That's where I kind of see the pivot happening, if in fact they do decide to pivot, which, God, with the way this roster is, I mean, I think you should pivot regardless, but I don't know, Dale. Honestly, I honestly don't know who I'm voting for in that series, just because there's a bunch of former Raptors on either team, so I'm like, can they both lose? But no, I don't really care too much. Marner mock trade? I don't know. We're going to not like it regardless, so... you're a Yankee fan. Okay. I think I was in the Mariners in postseason. Yeah, that was... Yeah, I didn't do a whole breakdown on that. Like, I wasn't doing a game-by-game breakdown that series because I was at my own tournament out of town. So, and I was at the first game, got to the hotel late, and then obviously the next day was game 2, and the tournament had just started, so I didn't have time to make a first video. And then obviously the second one happened, and I just waited till I got home because it was miserable. We're all around the hotel screen watching it, and misery, flat out misery in that series. What else we got here? Am I missing stuff? No, I caught up. Okay, cool. Marner's no value with that cap hit. I'd say he does. Final year of his deal as well. So, Wafa, not great. I'm just gonna put that straight to you. Not great. Everyone in the American League East is better than the Blue Jays right now. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not great. I don't think they will. I was a little bullish on them earlier, and then I saw how unwatchable and unplayable this offense has been, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's just not fun to watch by any means. What do we? And so, 42 people on here. I will ask you guys one thing, and I don't ask for this ever in my videos and whatnot, but I do want to see what we can do to grow the page more and more and more. You know, there are times where subscriber growth doesn't happen, and I know being a sports page, it's obviously it's a big thing about how the team's doing and what time of the year it is. Like when it's January or February of a Leaf season, like people don't care about the regular season, right? So I understand the viewership's a little down and the new following is down, but I do ask that if you guys want to tell your friends and family about the page and help us grow it as a family, as I've always said in these things about being a family, that would be awesome. I mean, I don't ask for a lot, guys, but I oh gosh, I'm just coming off a cold here, so scratchy throat. But I do want to see that happen. So if you guys want to tell your friends, family, and all that stuff, and spread the word. But yeah, Destrider, I know, and I know as well, like, I don't do a whole lot of editing on my videos, and I know people like to find like funny edits and stuff like that. And trust me, if this was like a full-time gig and a full-time job for me, and like I could live a good life off of it, I would put insane effort into it. Be doing videos constantly and doing great content constantly. But as you guys can definitely understand, you gotta have a life, and to do so, you got to make money. So I have my own job, like my personal job that I have, but I love doing this, and I don't want to give it up at all. But I do want to see the channel grow because I want to make it happen. So, manager's sick of T.O. failure. Well, I'm definitely sick of that. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, like I said, if people want to tell their friends, family, animals, dogs, I don't even know if it would work. It definitely won't work, but do whatever you can. And I would greatly appreciate it wholeheartedly. So, Wafa, you just subscribed, Wafa. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the follow, for subscribing to the page. But if anybody hasn't followed the TikTok page, the link is down below for that as well. It's much easier to go live and much more interactive as well. So if you want to follow up that'd be awesome. But yeah, I appreciate everyone joining this. 56 people. I did not expect 56 people on here. It's Mother's Day, for God's sakes. My mom's upstairs. I'm just making some food, and I'll be hanging up here when I'm done. Chris, what's happening, brother? How we doing, bud? Yeah, so Chris himself, Chris Smith down there, he is one of the followers on the TikTok page, so good to see him on here as well. Thanks, bud. Okay. Yeah. Waffle, I appreciate that, man. I greatly do appreciate that. I do put a lot. I do put a lot of effort into this stuff, even though there are times where, I'm exhausted and had like an insane day, but I still put out the content to the best of my abilities, and yeah, so I do my best. Hey, Kate Smith, I love the Raptors content. Well, thank you very much. Even though they're a very hard watch, but I appreciate it. This past year, oh boy, was probably the hardest year to cover. That and the Tampa season were the two hardest years to cover when it comes to the Raptors. Everything else, I mean, winning's easy to cover, right? Winning is so easy to cover because everything's great. How do you like your chances versus the O's? Let me ask you one question, Ultimate Gamer 2015. Are you a Orioles fan? And then I'll answer your question. All right, what do we got here? Who we got talking about? What happened with Swanee? He's been awful. That's sounds pretty simple, but it's just he's been, really bad. And they tried to use him today to try and keep the mojo going after a good start yesterday. Ultimate Gamer says maybe. Well, I'll tell you this, bud. I've said it in my videos against the Orioles in the past, and I will say it again because I'm a baseball fan at heart. I'd be baffled if the Jays don't get swept. Okay, they win one game. I don't want to sit here and say I'll be ecstatic because this organization is not in a spot where winning one of three is a win. But I think they're going to get swept. I think that's my take. Okay, who we got here? What happens when he well, I wasn't alive, Trace, for Joe Carter's home run, so couldn't tell you, but I can only imagine. Nicholas, I went to the home opener, but that was it for this year so far. I want to go to more games, but boy, I mean, do I want to sit in the 100 level with my friends, because that's where we usually sit, spend about $100 a ticket just to watch the team get their teeth kicked in and have no offense and have it not be fun? I don't know. So I probably will. Yes, I'll be at more games this year because I'm a sports freak, and I'll be at games. But it probably won't be as many as I usually go to for those reasons. All right, I know I'm missing people. 54 people on here. What is everybody doing today? Oh, that's hot. Whew. And no shit, buddy. You just had the freaking thing on. I just put my elbow on it. Nut job. Oh boy, Ethan. That's a hard question. I don't know. They both. I don't know. I don't even think I can answer that question. I have no idea. Minoru Kawasaki. Oh, legend. Jay's legend. Monkey never cramps. Love it. Or I'm drunk in the playoffs. Love it. And just everything about that guy was a vibe. And that's the thing about Toronto sports fans, especially the Blue Jays back then when they hadn't had a winning franchise in like forever. So hold on a minute. Oh shit! I just gotta divvy this race up. But yeah, he was such a legend. Michael, you say the Jays will take 2 or 3? I mean, geez. I watched the Angels 20. Okay, wow, that's cool, Wafa. That's really cool, man. You watch Major League? That's awesome. Oh, Nicholas, that was you, man. that was hilarious, brother. I remember that moment. That threw me off to no end, bud. That was. Oh boy, that was funny. That's. Yeah, he was locked in the were you locked? I can't remember. You were locked in the washroom or what? Yeah, I had to help you out or something. I can't remember what it was. Something along those lines. But that was funny. I remember that. Ray says the Phillies are looking good. How much would I give Domi? I mean, he's making what? He made 3-1 this year. So I think around 4 is a lot. But if you move on from John Tavares, Mitch Marner, one of the two or both, it gives you that financial flexibility that you could do something like that, giving Domi $4 million. But I don't know. I mean, I think if you're Brad and them, you start at like maybe 3-5, and then you kind of go from there. But I mean, Domi wants to be a Leaf. It's very evident that he does. And they were able to give him 3-1 and have him come here for 1 year. And I think we all loved him. I mean, I think he was the third highest scorer in the playoffs, which again wasn't saying much because the team sucked in the playoffs offensively. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'd go give Domi about 3-5 to start and see where we go from there. How do I feel about Carlos Santana owning us? They should have walked him. I'll put that there. Oh, to stay, Ethan? Well, I think it looks to me like Vladdy wants to be here, and Bo, you can never really tell what the guy wants just from his emotions. So I don't know. I don't know. Who do they think should draft? Honestly, I don't care. Best player available, whatever it is, Kate Smith. That's what I got for you. That's all I got for you. You were locked. Yeah, I remember that. No, I think he crawled underneath afterwards. I can't remember, Nicholas. But that was funny. Is there something the Blue Jays can do to change things? Honestly, man, that sucked. I've been under the camp where it's not a one-player fix with the Blue Jays, so I say no. But probably not. You don't have this crazy prospect capital where you can trade guys away. But then again, you're in this window of after next season, everyone's a free agent basically, and so do you move on from? Yeah, it's tough. Do you move on from prospects to try and win this season with your future after next year being so up in the air? I don't think so. I generally don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to. God, I don't know. It's going to be tough. You think they should sell Yaffa? Yeah. I mean, with the way they are right now, I think you have to. I don't know, Ethan. The question, I don't think they want to spend a whole lot of money on the goaltending, right? I think Samsonov was making 3-something, and I think they believe in Joe Wall. Obviously, the health is the big question mark for him. But as for his actual play, I love him in the net. Leaf fans love him in the net. And his clearance today, the team loves having him in the net, just the way they played in front of him for those couple games against Boston. But health, and no matter how good you are, if you're not healthy, it doesn't really mean anything. You're not going to be what's the saying? The best ability is availability, and if you're not available, doesn't matter how much talent you have. So. Yeah, that's kind of where I sit on the whole Joe Wall thing. I love him. He's my favorite goalie in this organization, but we'll see. Phillies have played a schedule of cupcakes. Yeah, James, they do, but also that team is they're damn good. The roster is insane. Kelsey Walker. Oh yeah, Michael, absolutely. Hey, Chris, what's up, bud? Yeah, tough loss today. Yeah, Manoah was great today. He was absolutely awesome. Bring on the O's. Yeah. Oh boy. Might be a tough one, Chris. Might be a tough one, but yeah, that was Manoah was awesome today. I mean, again, like I said, a little biased on the Alec Manoah front, but I thought he was awesome. Fastball life was great. It moved a ton. He wasn't missing over the middle of the plate. His slider had bite. His changeup was really good, and it all worked. So it was great. Well, that's good, Ethan. That's good. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. I appreciate you coming on. That means a lot. Nobody's here. It's always a good day when James streams. I appreciate that, man. I don't do a lot of live streams on YouTube just because I'll be real with you guys. The reason why I haven't done a lot of live streams on YouTube is just because I don't know how to. I don't know if YouTube. Oh, that's hot. I don't know how YouTube lives grow the page, and that's kind of what I'm here to do. I want to try and grow and grow and grow. And I don't know how that would work when it comes to, that kind of stuff. So if it does work and the page starts growing like crazy because I'm doing these lives, then hey, hell yeah, awesome. And I'll keep doing them on here because I've already built this following with you guys. On Dip, I don't really care. I wanted them to convey anyways. They're 4-2 against. They've only played 6 games against teams above 500. That's kind of crazy. Orioles are 14-5. Yeah, because they're the best team in the American League East. Appreciate it, Wafa. I greatly appreciate all the love, man. It's good to have you on here now. Nobody's here? I doubt it. Doubt it. I didn't buy any hockey cards, Ethan. No, I didn't. Derek, you know why they seem more fun? Because the winning is fun. Winning cures all. So, yeah. No worries, Wafa. Good to see you on your bud. That was bad today, too. It was pretty bad. Hockey card pack on stream. Again, Ethan. Oh, Zach, good to see you, bud. Oakland is better than us. Yeah, Michael, it's pretty bad out here. It's pretty bad out here. Ethan, I'd love to do something like that, but also, I'll be real with you. I don't make enough money to just do shit like that. If I did, yeah, I would do live streams like that because I see how good they do on TikToks and stuff like that. I would absolutely do that kind of thing. No, but it's good to see you guys on. 40 people. It's been an awesome one. I appreciate you guys coming on, showing the love for the page constantly. All right. Zach, I mean, yeah. What else is new? The Bats not doing anything for this team. They did a great job yesterday, and then they get 2 hits today. Oh, well. At least Manoah was good, right? I guess that's the silver lining in all of this. I don't know. No idea. What am I doing? This is weird. Yeah, Ethan, I play a little bit of, I mean, again, I'm not a big time gamer just because life is really busy. But I play a little, I play some MLB The Show, I play some NHL, and I play some other games with some other friends. So, but not too much, though, not too often. Yeah, for sure, because now that means that we have our draft pick next year, so God forbid something happens this season and Scotty gets hurt again and the season's going down the tube. You have your pick this upcoming year. You don't have to worry about conveying it and dropping into the bottom 6 and blah, blah, blah. You have it, regardless of what happens. So, Michael, probably not. Or if they, attach a prospect to it, maybe, but doubt it. Yes, Raptor season is done now. They are done now, but the draft lottery just occurred today, so that's why people are bringing it up. Would you guys? How do I think the WNBA? I think it's going to work out great. The reason why, Toronto is a no, I won't say sports city because it is, but an events city, right? Event city. So when there's a big event going on or new things are going on, Toronto fans, whether it's sports fans or like not sports fans, they show up. They show up and they support. So you put another Toronto sports team in the city, I think it'll do well. I think it'll do great. But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I'm not going to get hopes too high, but I will. We will definitely see how all that goes. All right, what do we got here? What's next? Holy shit, I missed a lot. First off, everybody. Chris, have a good night, bud. Awesome, bud. We'll see how it works sometimes, bud. Blue Jays got, I meant like last season. Oh, hold on a minute. What did I miss here? And like next season, since we missed our pick, the next season's already done. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that completely. Like, there's still a free agency period to go, albeit the Raptors, never really are a big player in the free agent market. Seeing Scotty's growth last season, seeing how much of an impact Jakob Poeltl can make on the Raptors when he's on the floor is a pretty sizable one. And then obviously Manuel quickly really started to find his groove near the end. RJ Barrett looked great, albeit defensively, what is this team going to be? And I think that's the big question going into next year. And you have Grady Dick in year 2. So it's possible that next year's just a wash as well, but we'll see. Could be a little bit different. Obviously, no, because they've actually finally picked a direction. And people, players are going into the year pretty much knowing where they're going to be and knowing they're going to be with the team, especially the core guys. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what this does. Because Scotty now knows he's the leader of this organization. He's the leader of this franchise. Favorite Raptor, Leaf, and Blue Jay of all time? Thanks, Ethan, for that question. Okay. Favorite Leaf of all time? I'm an idiot. No, Austin Matthews. I'm just not. Come on. Like, I'm not even, I was like 8 years old when Austin Matthews was here. When the last team, like the Leafs, made the second round before last year. So yeah, Austin Matthews is the guy for me there. Blue Jay wise, gotta go Joey Bats. Even though I loved the way Donaldson played the game, Joey Bats, a legend in the city, right? Absolute legend in this city. And Raptor of all time, you gotta go Kyle. There's no doubt for me. All right, who we got here? Dip. No, thank you. I'd rather Zach Edey either be an undrafted player for the Raptors or not on the Raptors. He's not really that great. He's great because there's nobody that big in college. In the NBA, he's going to get eaten alive. So I'm curious. I'm curious what they're going to be, what team name they're going to be. I thought we were a playoff team. If we were a top four, no free agent wants to come to the Raptors. Yeah, so it's going to be it's because it's Canada. It seems to be the case. But regardless, I don't think they're going to be a top 4 seed. I think they might squeak into the play-in, which, again, what the hell are we doing here at that point, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes next year. Hope you'll beat Baltimore. Yeah, probably not. Probably not, man. Mello, it's probably not going to happen. Probably going to lose 2 or 3, if not get swept. Blue Jays, I've been asked that question a lot from a lot of different people, and I can never answer the question. The reason being, it's whatever is not on, I miss it. So, like, for example, Leafs aren't playing right now, and I'm excited for the offseason, so I'm excited to watch hockey again, even though it literally just finished. Raptors-wise, like I said, with these new players, it's kind of a little bit of a different vibe going into next year than it was going into this past season, so I'm excited to watch that. I'm very excited. Baseball-wise, it's miserable right now for the Toronto Blue Jays, so it's a tough watch. But playing-wise, I've played baseball all my life, so I guess that might be your answer. But to watch, I don't know. Would you retire Kawhi's number, Ethan? No. Yes, it was legendary, Ethan. It absolutely was. They don't retire Kawhi's number. Mello, you asked me my favorite NFL team, the New York Giants. I'm a G-Man fan, so but I'm also a Penn State and Indy Lions fan, so seeing Saquon Barkley just leave to the Eagles it's quite rough. Is this blurry or is this just me? I don't know. I can't. Is that blurry, guys, or is that just me? I can't. Or am I drunk? Which I'm not, but I don't know. Tyus Jones, a free agent. Yeah, I mean, backup guard. Sure. They also need some size in this damn team as well. Michael, not very much, actually. Shockingly, not much. I've played a shitload of baseball in my life, but I have not been hit a lot. There's been so many moments where, like, I see the ball coming at me, and I'm like, oh, shit, and it, like, misses me. And I'm like, did it go through me? Like, what? A few times, not too much. Go Giants. Yes, Jared Malley. Yes, sir. I'm assuming you're Mello. I'm guessing since you're like, let's go Giants. I'm guessing, and you said to beat the Orioles. I'm guessing you're a Yankees fan just from all of that. Give me a second, guys. I'm just getting some stuff done here. Okay. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody's here. Honestly, I've just never been... I already said Bills and Lions. I don't know. I've always, obviously, the first time I really got locked into football was watching David Tyree's helmet catch, and I'm watched the whole game, and I was like, God damn. And seeing Brady lose, it's like the player that wins too much, and you're like, okay, I want this guy to be done. And I think it was the perfect season as well to the Giants. I'm like, yo, this is fire. That means dinner's here, ladies and gentlemen. I might be hopping off here shortly, but very shortly. But yeah, I think that's kind of why I fell in love with that. And obviously, like I mentioned, I have family down in Pennsylvania and been a Penn State fan, so Saquon Barkley on the team as well. I was like, yep, I'm locked in. So that's kind of my thought there. Would I retire DeRozan's number? Probably. you know, he holds the franchise record in literally almost all the offensive stats, so probably. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, baseball god. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of the way it is, man. When I see sunshine and I hear the birds chirping in the morning, and I know it's like April and it's like it's warm weather, I'm like, baseball, baby. That's the sign. You know, Ethan, I've been pretty. Oh, I don't want to get rid of someone's comment. I've been pretty lucky when it comes to sports injuries in my life, but the one I did have was hockey tournament. We were kicking ass. I think it was like 8-1 in a tournament, and I was going into the corner after a puck, and their guy was obviously pissed off, and so he two-handed my skates, took me out. And you know how your ankle's like this and it's supposed to go like this, right? Mine went that way. And obviously initially it was like a sheer pain. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I tried to get up, fell once, and somehow got myself up and hobbled my ass to the bench and sat on the bench. And there was only like 30 seconds left in the game, so I got help to the locker room afterwards. And then I think there was a tournament, so my buddy was playing afterwards, so sat there in like a warm room watching the game, and I could feel the swelling starting to get going, and I'm like, oh boy, that's not good. Ended up going to the hospital. It was a hairline fracture in my ankle. Didn't play for, it was over a month, so it was painful to watch for sure, but that was my biggest injury. Again, other than that though, I had a sprained wrist in baseball, but that was it. So I've been pretty lucky. Kyler, how are you, UFA? I guess the good vibes, right? What's happening? I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean, Nathaniel? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Ethan, no worries, bud. No problem. What I think Raptors should do right now? I don't know, man. I mean, they're coming up to the draft. I think that's the first thing. Leafs are trash. You're not wrong. Yeah, there you go, Ethan. So, yeah, I feel you, bud. I feel you. All right, everyone. Well, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. Oh, Miles Tech. Well, sorry, bud. You hop in now, but I got to hit the road. Well, I'm not hitting the road, but I'm hitting the road on the live, calling it a day. But I appreciate you guys coming on. I might do this more often if you guys are interested. And like I mentioned off the top, tell all your friends about the page, family, all that stuff, so we can join up. We can do more lives together, and the more people that show up, the more incentive I get to do it. So enjoy the rice. I will tomorrow and throughout the week since I'm meal prepping for my week. But guys, have a great week, and I'll hop on here. I don't know, whenever. You guys join up whenever. So appreciate you guys, and have a good rest of your Mother's